Hello everybody, I'm Chris Gasper and this is Globe 10.0, joined today by Chad Finn. Well, negotiations still ongoing between the NFL and the NFL Referees Association. The sides met until 2 a.m. early Wednesday morning. Question is, who has the upper hand in these negotiations, Chad? Is it the NFL? Owners still holding out here on that pension thing? Is it the referees who are looking at these replacement officials and seeing they're not doing as good a job as they would be doing?
I think it's probably the referees because we've all seen what a disaster this whole thing has been. I would love to have been a fly on the wall as it all went down with the Seahawks and Packers in that final play to see what Roger Goodell was seeing and who was calling him. He's probably fast asleep with his little mask over his eyes, but this is not going to change. It's going to be horrible as long as it goes on. And eventually it's going to have to come to the point where the NFL says we can't do this charade anymore. We got to get the real guys back.
If it doesn't happen, I think, in the next week, then I think the balance of power shifts. In other words, if the NFL is not motivated by what happened with Green Bay and Seattle to strike a deal, if they still dig in their heels, then I think the referees have to say, well, what's it going to do? Because right now the referees are saying, these guys you've replaced us with are terrible. They're embarrassing the league. They are threatening the integrity of the game. That's all true.
Right.
But if that doesn't motivate the NFL to move their offer and to give on this pension issue, then they're not going to give. Now, the interesting thing for the referees is most of these guys have other jobs. So it's not like they have no income coming in at all. But still, a significant loss of income by not doing these games. So I think
big loss.
I think if this isn't done in like a week, maybe week and a half, that balance shifts back to the NFL. And it becomes clear that they don't care. They're going to collect their checks. They're going to continue to defend these replacement refs, and they're going to put the system in place with the referees that they want to put in place. And that would send that message to the referees that, okay, you might have another job, but all that extra income you have that you've been using, from refereeing or whatever, you're not going to get it this year because they're not budging.
Well, there's that strong suspicion a lot of people have that their number one priority in this is to break the union.
Yeah.
And if that window passes and this situation is still going on, you're probably going to be right there. I think one thing that can alter this a little bit more in the referee's direction is if something happens with the players. If you've heard Drew Brees speak out, you saw Aaron Rodgers kind of contain a little bit the other night, and Brady's being as calm as he usually is about this whole thing. But if something happens to cost a team a game even more blatantly than happened the other night, or a franchise player gets hurt because there's a cheap shot after the whistle, or they don't call a play, I think that takes it to a whole new level.
Yeah, that's a great point. So maybe the worst is still yet to come with the replacement referees. Hopefully the sides, though, can strike a deal and bring back the regular guys.